teen left fighting for her life after casual walk took a terrifying turn. Look at the beautiful face in the picture above and tell us what you see. Remember it well, as this angelic face is no more because of the tragic incident the poor teen had gone through one unfortunate Friday. Joslyn Stinchcomb is a 15-year-old teenager who loves taking walks by herself in her hometown, Barrow County, Georgia. One Friday, as she was taking a stroll in her neighborhood, her casual walk took a horrific turn. While Joslyn was enjoying what should have been one of her relaxing outings, in the blink of an eye, she found herself chased and attacked by a horde of dogs, only to be dumped, left fighting for her life in an intensive care unit at an Atlanta hospital. A call was received by the sheriff of Barrow County after a witness saw Joslyn being chased and attacked by a pair of pit bulls, according to a Barrow County sheriff's report. When the pit bulls caught up with the girl after she couldn't outrun them, they jumped on her and were biting her everywhere with rage and fury, leaving her face down against a curb, where a sheriff's deputy found her. When the deputy responded, one dog was grabbing Joslyn's neck while the other was biting her head. She was coming around the cul-de-sac and the dogs just attacked, no provocation at all, Barrow County Sheriff Judd Smith said, according to WSB-TV. Just as the deputy got out of his car, one of the dogs rushed to him. The deputy shot it in the head, wounding the dog, which then ran off, Classic City News reported. The other dog released its grip on the girl and also ran away, according to the police report. Sadly, however, the damage was already done. Paramedics rushed to Joslyn's aid, and she was flown by helicopter to Grady Memorial Hospital. 3 days after the brutal attack, Joslyn was still fighting like a true champion for her life in the most critical conditions. According to charity Stinchcomb Montgomery, Joslyn's aunt, who's acting as a spokesperson for the family, said that Joslyn had to be given a tracheostomy and placed on a ventilator due to her trachea being so badly damaged. Joslyn's trachea was crushed and lacerated. She had surgery to repair it, but it will take weeks to heal. In the meantime, a trash has been out in place, and she is on a vent to breathe for her, Montgomery shared on Facebook. Joslyn, who was a freshman at Winder Barrow High School and a flutist in the Bulldogs marching band, had also lost her hair after one of the dogs tore off her scalp, in a scene that can only be depicted in the most gruesome movies. The family has very little hope that Joslyn will ever be able to grow hair again, as the damage done was huge. The teen also suffered from great lacerations all over her face and body, with so much nerve damage that it may affect her smile, her blinking, and number of other facial expressions, according to her aunt. Those murderous dogs also grabbed her hair hard enough to pull her entire scalp off. She only has a small portion of skin left on her head. At this moment, she does not have any hair left. She will never have her hair again, Montgomery wrote. There may be implants and things that can be done, but it will be over a year before those discussions can even begin. In addition to the severe nerve damage that happened to Joslyn's beautiful angelic face, her ear was brutally ripped off, and even though the doctors were able to reattach it surgically, Montgomery said that it was not clear if the ear will be viable. They weren't sure if Joslyn would ever be able to hear with it again. They don't know if she will be able to hear out of that ear. Montgomery explained, only time will reveal that. From all the horrifying things that happened to the sweet Joslyn, the most terrific one is probably the fact that some of her injuries were indication of the desperate fight Joslyn put up for her life when she being brutally attacked. She also has asphalt in the tips of her fingers, where it appears she tried to claw her way away from those dogs, Montgomery revealed, painting a gruesome picture of what Joslyn endured. 2 days after the vicious attack, doctors made another worrying discovery. Apparently, Joslyn had a blood clot in her jugular vein. There is still so much that we don't know about her injuries, but we know that God knows and that can heal her, Montgomery said, as the family asked people around the world to pray for their daughter, as Joslyn faced extensive therapy and a great number of surgeries in hopes of repairing the nerves in her face, vocal cords, and airway. As for the dogs who attacked and destroyed her life, they were later located at their owner's residence and taken into custody by the Barrow County Animal Control before they would be euthanized. The sheriff said that the dogs had escaped their owner's residence through a front door that was recklessly left open. The owner, 29-year-old Alexandria Torregrossa, was arrested for reckless conduct after she returned home, a reckless conduct that almost cost a teenage girl's life. She was charged with reckless conduct, 2 dogs running at large, 2 counts of biting and attacking, Barrow County Sheriff Judd Smith said. Gruesome attack. Very tragic for this young lady and her family, he added, reminding others to keep dogs leashed or appropriately confined. Meanwhile, as the family asked for help with medical bills, fake GoFundMe campaigns were popping up, showing just how messed up the world we are living really is. My parents, Joslyn's guardians, have not approved these accounts, Joslyn's aunt wrote on Facebook, warning others. It's really pathetic and pitiful that people didn't hesitate to jump in on the tragedy of Joslyn for their own personal gain with no shame whatsoever.